Hi everyone, welcome to the very last video in this series from Small Victories by Johanna Basford. I'm sure it won't be the last video from this book, but it certainly will be the last video from this page. Now we have a pair of really pretty looking tulips here. Well, I mean, Johanna always says she doesn't draw specific flowers, but that's what they look like to me. I'm wondering whether to do them the same or different, but I'm just going to start with one and then just see where I go. Colour wise, I want to do them in reds. I think they just will look really pretty. So I'm just going to start with the dark red. These are the Polychromos that we've been using for the whole of the page. So we're going to use a bit of dark red at the bottom here and then fade it up a bit because we will use other colours too, like that. Make it so that it's going to be lighter at the top. I'm putting a layer over all of it. Now this one is set slightly further back, plus we've got that edge there which I'm just marking out a little bit more for shadow. And then a bit of darker here and there, like that. I am going to do this one red. I just think a red tulip is so pretty, so I'm just going to do them both red. Oh, my nose is tickling. I hope I'm not going to sneeze. I don't know why. I haven't got a cold or anything. I sound like I have. I don't know why. I probably just need to blow my nose. Right, that was the dark red. We're going to go for a slightly lighter one now. What's that? Yes, that one will do nicely. This is the scarlet red. I'm just going to go over what I've done really and add more intensity of colour to the tips of those petals. I can hear voices outside. I saw someone out there with a toolbox earlier. I'm so nosy, I just wanted to know what she was doing, but she was looking up in my direction, so I couldn't linger by the window. I mean, you can't, can you? Can you? I don't think you can. Now I want quite an intense colour for the leaves as well, because it's quite a dark red. So I'm actually going to start here with the hooker's green. Hooker's green. I think I'm going to do this little base bit here, quite solid, and the stem. But then I will maybe put a couple of colours into the leaf, sorry, so it's not quite so dark. So I'm going to fade this up a little bit like that, and then here a bit darker here where they're overlapping, and then fade it to the tip. Oh, sorry, sniffing away. I'm gonna have to might have to stop and blow my nose after all. We'll see. Right, so fading to that tip, and then I've got to finish them off with something. Normally with one of these sort of bluey greeny type colours, I would perhaps turn to like a phthalo or something light, but I don't want to do that because I don't really want to make it that bluey green, and I don't think the light phthalo isn't the colour I'm looking for, and the others are probably a bit dark. So I'm actually going to grab the grass green and use that, but I'm going to put it over all of it, including the bottom piece here in the stem, just because it is going to change the colour, so I want them to still match, but we still got that lovely intensity, which is what I was looking for in the hooker's green. There we go. I really should go outside and get the bins in. The bins have all been emptied and they're scattered all over the place. Now a background colour. I'm really tempted to just grab a blue. Actually, I'm going to go for this blue. It's not called blue. The cobalt green it's called, but I'm afraid my eye says that's blue. But we don't all see things the same, do we? I find that quite fascinating. I think someone was saying, you know, how can we be sure? Oh, I can hear someone putting the bins away. How can we be sure that the colour we see as blue actually looks the same as the colour someone else sees as blue? But to be honest, I don't think it really matters. That what fascinates me even more is when people's senses get a little bit mixed, in that they can hear colours or they can see sounds or that sort of thing. I found that absolutely fascinating. Perhaps because I studied psychology, I'm just going to sharpen this up a bit to go around the edge. Or maybe just because I think it is absolutely fascinating. It's almost as if there's some wires have got crossed, but it doesn't matter. They just have a different experience. And I think as long as it's a pleasant one, it could be quite interesting. You know, I don't know if I'd like to sort of hear music every time I saw a colour, though. It would be quite tricky making a video with like music. And what if the red and the blue and the green were all different tunes or something? That would be a bit difficult to cope with, I think. They'll be going off at once. I don't quite know how it would work. But hey. Right. I am actually quite happy with that, but I feel that the background needs a little bit more intensity, so I'm going to use this light cobalt turquoise to just go back over that background just to make it a little bit darker. You could use a white if you don't want it this dark. It just feels to me, I mean yours might not need it, it just feels to me there's a little bit too much white paper showing through. I just want, because of the intensity of the rest, it just feels like it needs a little bit of help, if that makes sense. Okay, now we need to do a little bit of shadowing. So I'm going to use the dark sepia, my little dark sepia, and I'm going to do it in the leaves. So under here, excuse me, tickle. It's because I've just eaten a bit of chocolate. I had a bit of chocolate. I made a cup of barley cup actually, and I grabbed a piece of chocolate when I was in the kitchen just now. I probably shouldn't have had it. It's going to make me cough. But anyway. There we go. Now I'm happy. So should we have a look at the whole page? Because we've finished it all now. So if you coloured along with me, well done. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. I found it a really lovely page to colour, and I'm hoping we might have a few of these in wonderful wildflowers that we can colour together. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I'd love it if you could join me. But there is our complete page. Very colourful. So much fun. Well, thank you so much for watching. There'll be something different tomorrow. No idea what. I just deep intake of breath as I thought. Got no idea. But I'll find something for you. But have a super day. Thank you again for watching. Please do like, subscribe and comment if you can. Thank you so much and happy colouring.